Previously on 24.
Star 4-1, come inbound and see if you can land at the crash site.
Roger that, Star 4-1 inbound.
He knew the world would not be the same.
God is a tremendous force.
In the early years of the 21st century, an extraordinary phenomenon began on Earth. On October 31st, 2008, a white paper entitled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, was published by an individual or group of individuals under the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto. 64 days later, on January 3rd, 2009, the first block of the Bitcoin blockchain, known as the Genesis block, was mined by Mr. Satoshi Nakamoto. Some years later, in 2017 or 2018, mysterious graphics suddenly surfaced on the World Wide Web. These graphics contain supposed esoteric scenes with immense symbolism, as well as coded messages in the form of numbers, letters, symbols, and special characters. These graphics and accounts instantly became popular and spread throughout the United States, Canada, Europe, and ultimately around the world. They were posted by a series of anonymous and mystifying social media accounts on Reddit and X. They would become known as the Crypto Riddlers.
Super 6-1 is...
Still a lot of mysteries around a lot of things that happened in this country. It's not in our history books.
There can be no doubt that those things hidden in the shadows of the last 2 centuries are not easily brought to light. But when one comes into the modern era, into the age of photography, film, and the advanced practices of mass media, it becomes a bit easier to document world events.
These mysterious accounts posted contrarian yet evidently sophisticated proclamations regarding a reformation of the international monetary system. Additionally, they all revolved around the macro idea that a monumentally historic and perhaps even biblical era of transformation was in progress and would gradually materialize on our beloved planet. Throughout the centuries, The currency of one nation or empire has served as the global reserve currency for a period of time. This status awards the given power what's called economic hegemony. With that being said, one of the many challenges of the day was that the global financial system was biased in favor of particular nations. It was also slow, expensive to use, and took many days to process or settle, which caused the flow of liquidity across the planet to be problematically sluggish. There are countless other factors to this matter that you can seek independently if you wish. 5 of the dozen or so accounts were titled as follows. One account was called Bearable Guy 123. One account was called Marvin Gaye, aka Ross Vandermeer. One account was called Mr. Poole. One account was called Howard Moon. One account was called 321 Yugal Barab. One notable mention is in 2019 when Marvin Gaye posted a graphic timeline that predicted a period of social unrest or instability. The crypto Riddlers spoke of a level economic playing field for the entire world. They stated this would occur by the gradual creation of a vastly more dynamic and honorable financial architecture.
Reformation of old economy structure to new has begun and it's in progress.
This architecture was foretold to include multiple digital assets or currencies such as XRP, to name a few. Marvin Gaye posted unusually specific statements in the form of tweets and videos, including a video proclaiming that these major changes had already been agreed upon by various nations in the past and certainly behind the scenes.
Please understand that I am not here to gain any credibility or popularity. It is your choice to accept my voice. Those who have ears will hear. Do you remember what I have been talking about all year long? The rise of digital economy and finance, cryptocurrencies, fall of old guards, fall of Bitcoin, rise of Phoenix, XRP standard economy, Brexit, gold and energy standard, national emergencies, mass arrests and indictments, trade deals, peace in Korean Peninsula, peace in Middle East, quantum technology, quantum financial system, stock market collapse, collapse of 2 or 3 major banks, and many more. Some of them already came to reality, but some of them did not, yet. Time will tell. Everything is... Do you see what is happening around the world right now? Yes, something is not right. Is there anything right in our time? We are here to fix it. Change in structure is inevitable. We are at the point of no return. We will witness the return of gold standard economy in our lifetime, near future, with energy and XRP-backed system. Why did central banks purchase tons of golds for last few years? Why did JP Morgan have been buying up tons of silver for last few years? They know. Central banks will no more take advantage on us. Level playing field is ready.
Mr. Poole, for a long period of time, was the Riddler that posted online most frequently. Mr. Poole would post cryptic images, videos, and ciphers and would almost immediately delete them after posting. Followers of these mysterious accounts essentially had to have notifications on in order to catch the posts in the first place. But in this regard, especially Mr. Poole, This led many followers to post screenshots of the tweets on their own Twitter accounts so that others who had missed the live posts could view them after the Crypto Riddler deleted them. After some time, observers realized patterns to which Mr. Poole posted. This caused observers to begin to pay attention to the exact times of the posts and the possible conversions of the numbers from various conversion frameworks. One of the interesting aspects of Mr. Poole's posts is that events that began to unfold correlated to Mr. Poole's posts from the past. For example, Mr. Poole posted an image of a pyramid one day, and days later a major development occurred having to do with cryptocurrency legislation in the nation of Egypt. Another example is when posted an image of Benjamin Franklin crying in the morning, and then hours later in the afternoon the Federal Reserve System had some kind of unusual operational issue. Generally speaking, many individuals from different countries, races, socioeconomic backgrounds, and political ideologies began trying to understand all that these mysterious riddlers were trying to communicate.
The first historical account of the Great Seal's design was written by a 19th century American Army officer named Charles A.L. Totten. In his book on the secret symbols of the dollar bill, Masonic author David Oveson writes that Totten equated the birth of the United States with the beginnings of what he called the New Atlantis, a title given to a work by Sir Francis Bacon, one of the mysterious financial backers of the Virginia colony. Oveson goes on to write that the Great Seal and the dollar bill represent the most extraordinary example in history of the public evolution of a magical design. Even as Sir Francis Bacon and his contemporary, Dr. John Dee, were said to be in contact with the spirit realm, there are those who believe that it is this dimension that has been guiding the course of America and the so-called evolution of the dollar bill. The nature of the Great Seal is so mysterious that some believe that it came from a supernatural force. An account recorded by Dr. Robert Hieronymus in his book, Founding Fathers' Secret Societies, says that the Great Seal was given to Thomas Jefferson by a mysterious cloaked figure.
I love that story. Jefferson, of course, looked at it, according to this story, and said, "This is it. This is it." He knew it was it, and it was right. So he supposedly came running back into whatever, whether it was a tent or whatever it was, and he showed it to other individuals, and he told them about, he met this person outside. Of course, they went outside to go to find the guy, and he's gone. So supposedly we'll never find out who designed the Great Seal of the United States.
While Dr. Hieronymus admits that he is skeptical about such stories, there are others who claim to believe them to this day. Debates have gone on for years about the secret symbolism of the Great Seal of the United States, whether or not these symbols represent secret societies, or if they are what the White House and the U.S. Congress currently tell us, symbols of divine providence, of stability, and the patriotism of America. What the Founding Fathers intended as they designed and ultimately approved of the Great Seal remains mostly a mystery. The Great Seal was developed through 3 committees, involving a total of 14 men. Wallace wrote that Roosevelt, as he looked at the colored reproduction of the seal, was first struck with the all-seeing eye. America had a rendezvous with destiny.
In addition to his flying machines, Da Vinci also designed a type of aerial assault vehicle. This design resembled a large platform equipped with cannons and manned by soldiers. It was intended to be lifted by hot air or manpower, allowing it to hover and deliver firepower from above.
If you look at the numbers on my face, you won't find 13 anyplace.
The train's already left the station.
Where was stone?
We've only got one shot. Do you see what is happening around the world right now? Yes, something is not right. Is there anything right in our time? To help the world for the better is no simple or easy task, isn't it? As some of you around these parts have already suspected, or in a way, been told, some of you are from the past already. But on what kind of level? Rosie's train needs tracks laid by peaceful angelic warriors with hearts of gold. It is not about me. It is about me. It is about we. What are the 3 middle letters in the word Earth? And what are the numbers on either side? We are not who you think we are, yet we are Yet you are the family. Create America great again. Create Earth great finally.
You alright? Yeah, I'm good. You're locked and loaded.
Is there anything right in our time?
Where's the rescue squad? We're it.
Is there anything right in our time? We are here to fix it.
Archaeologists have always found ooparts over the last few centuries. Ooparts are prehistoric objects found all over the world that do not fit with their determined age or time. For instance, imagine finding an AK-47 rifle, only that it's buried 200 feet below the earth and is 500 years old. Certainly that shouldn't be possible since AK-47 guns were only invented in 1947. But scientists have seen many out-of-time artifacts like these pop up all over the place. For instance, in 1991, some tiny coil-shaped artifacts were found near a riverbank in Russia at a depth of about 40 feet. They seemed very complex and sophisticated, like something we could do with our technology.
Super 6-1 is down. We got a bird down in the city.
Some of the answers have already come to you, have they not? There's no need to try to explain to those around you all that you realize. For unless they are meant to hear you at this time, they will not. Perhaps consider yourself higher. Silence, so to speak, is golden in circumstances such as this. The family is always watching, are they not? Do not be afraid. For you are loved beyond what most currently consider. For you are stronger than most currently consider.
To bring back their fellow man, Themis instructed that they each travel along the mountain, throwing stones behind their backs as they went. Day after day and night after night, they would each throw stones behind them, with those thrown by Deucalion growing into men, and those by Pyrrha into women. And so it was that humanity was born once again. With the crimes of their ancestors washed away, they were granted a second chance, able to choose a path of their own making. Only time would tell if they would be as brutal and destructive as those who had preceded them. But this time, humanity would be protected, for on Mount Parnassus, Deucalion had found a gift.
Few people laughed. Few people people cried. Most people were silent.
The ancient mystery religion is said to have been carried in secret